Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode in 2023 of I Am Christina DiArcangelo. This is only my fourth episode this year, which is a little slow for us. But given the way the year started out, we came in the way we needed to come in. And so today I have my friend, and also she's a colleague because when I travel to San Francisco, she always does my glam. Welcome, Abby. Why don't you take some time to introduce yourself properly and give the viewers and listeners a little bit about you?
Thank you for having me, first of all, Christina. It is always a pleasure talking to you, meeting you, chatting with you. Uh, uh, my journey started, first of all, hi, guys. My name is Abhilasha. I am from India and I moved countries in 2017 from Mumbai to San Francisco because I fell in love with a man. And he was from here. So I thought, well, let's just go. But let's go back to my career where makeup began. Uh, in a brief, I was a flight attendant for 10 years. So the love of makeup, different skin brands, different makeup brands derived when I used to fly international to Dubai, New York, Paris at the age of 22. So I literally did my best years of my life flying around the world, seeing the world, gaining experience. And then in 2013, I changed my career completely and I got into makeup and hairstyling. By 2015, I was working with Bollywood celebrities, working with the Know House. I've also worked with Mr. Calvin Klein himself. I have worked with a lot of Victoria's Secret models who used to come to Mumbai for a lot of shows. And then I was the creative head for 18 salons, French salons called Jean-Claude Begin in India after Bollywood, where I led a team of 25 people and fashion shows for every designer in India you can think of. And of course, now they're spreading all over the world because the designs are just fabulous in India. And well, from there, it just happened that I fell in love with a man and I chose to quit everything and move countries. Well, in about 2017 and 2019, after getting my American certification of cosmetology, I started my business in America. And by God's grace, I have a team of another 20 people in America now, lovely clients from all over America,
Mhm.
and pretty much a very successful six-figure business in makeup and hair, which is very against the society norms that it is not a full-time business. But here we are breaking rules and creating our own rules. So
That's right. And just expanding, expanding, expanding. I mean, when
absolutely.
I first found you, I was flying back to San Francisco to see one of my friends because I was taking a quick, 3, 4 day trip where I was going to go to wine country and just relax. And so I started doing my research well in advance to my trip because I know that booking people, especially you, you have to make sure you do it far in advance. So as I was doing my research, I came across you and I saw like that you were new, so to speak, to the business, but not really new. And your portfolio and everything that I saw online, I was like, holy cow, I've got to meet this woman. I've got to see what she can do. And when I met you, there was just we had an immediate connection, which was awesome, right? We were
Yes,
we were
yes.
we were in my friend's bedroom because it has the best lighting in all of his condo. And we were talking about all kinds of various things. And just to see like you educate your clients, you talk about products, you talk about application, you really get them involved if they choose to be involved. If they just want
Yes.
to sit there and not say a word and just do whatever, they want to be done to them, um, they can do that. And so I really like that. And then also the fact that you're so artistic, your work is so artistic. And I remember sitting in the chair and I was like, you just do what you want to do because I trust you. I've seen your work. Yes, it's the first time I met you, but I know this isn't fake what I saw because it was consistent. You know what I mean? So I would have been able
Yes.
to figure it out if it was like some sort of pictures that came off the internet that you somehow got back onto your website. That I wasn't worried about that at all. So I just wanted you to use your creative freedom. So talk about that a little bit about because you do all kinds of, I mean, you've done high profile weddings. I mean,
So I've worked with a lot of, let's say, venture capitalists. I've worked with a lot of CEOs, VPs of companies in America, for that matter. I work with a lot of business women, and these women are the ones who are involved in the weddings of their daughters. Apart from that, also, if they're looking for personal grooming, how exactly to be groomed for offices, there's such a gap where people have to be groomed when they go into a meeting. Women,
Mhm.
especially with the hair all over their face, they keep fiddling with it. They keep trying to put it behind their ear, and it just shows a
Distract.
little confidence. Yes, it distracts you. So I have, for me to tap into a client's understanding is the biggest thing to create uh, the best version of themselves. It's not just makeup. It's not taking foundation and applying it on the person. It is understanding the comfort level of the person as to how much can I push the person a little. Will she let me do a deep eye? Will she let me do a foundation or a full foundation? And makeup is such a confident thing. The minute you have that one red lipstick, the minute you have that one liner, it just changes your whole perception about yourself, let alone the world. It is not about the world. It is about you. It is about you feeling confident in yourself and your skin. And I have had the opportunity to work with so many different women, brides, girls, uh, and now somehow they love makeup, not for the sake of changing their personality, for the sake that they feel confident.
Mhm.
And I love makeup for that reason. It just can make you feel the best version of yourself.
Yes, I love that because it's so important for us to do that. As women, we have a tendency to take care of everyone else before we take care of ourselves.
Hmm.
And we want to make sure that we're doing everything possible for everybody who needs something from us in a given moment's time. And I mean, I used to be like that. I'm much better now with, listen, I've got to do what I need to do for myself first. Like when I took my trip and I met you, I left my son behind with someone who could care for him properly and do fun things with him and stuff. And I could, take some time for myself. And he was even in a play. And I remember us talking about
Yeah,
it and
yeah,
about how important it was for Christian to have that time by himself and succeed without me being there for him, but in
absolutely.
spirit, of course.
Yes.
And I didn't even see it that way as a mom. I did feel kind of guilty about it because I thought, oh, it's his play. I go to all of his events. I don't miss them. I think I've missed one baseball game so far and this one play. And I, you know what, when I talked to him after the play and he was beaming and he had such a fun time and he was going to go get ice cream and all this stuff, it was exactly what you said. He realized that he could achieve his goal without me being present. And as kids are coming up in this world that we're in now, it's very difficult for a lot of kids to feel confident because there's so much bullying that goes on, whether it's verbally, or written or on social media. These kids go through a lot. And so it's really important to help give them the necessary skills to be able to carry forward themselves in a manner that they feel comfortable. So that was awesome advice that you gave me. And it was right on the money because it's exactly what he had talked about with me, obviously, in his way of talking at 10.
We as growing up in India, we are very protected by our parents, like extremely protected, because most of our mothers were housewives. They were not
Mhm.
working, especially from business families. My father's a businessman, my mom was a housewife. So we were very protected. So we didn't have the chance to do our mistakes. It's very important for anybody to learn from a mistake. That's what if I have a nephew and a niece, I let them do their mistakes and they come back to me and they say, you know what, I think you were right. I said, I know most of the time I'm right. That happens with makeup also. When people say, "Oh, you're expensive," and I go like, "Okay," they go to somebody else, they get the makeup done, and literally, I have somebody coming in today who got a makeup twice done from somebody else, and she goes like, "I have no idea who I look like." I was like, okay, now, all right, now she would be okay paying the price. So
Yeah,
it's just, makeup or anything in life for that matter. It's just about feeling who you are.
that's right. And just allowing that expression to come out. Like
Yes.
that's what I love. That's why I love to get my makeup done because you guys have that capacity to bring that inner beauty out of that I
Oh
already
man,
have.
you
That's
look so hot. I mean, you look hot anyways. Your skin is fantastic. And when I do your makeup, that whole thing, the vibe. I mean, the last time I did that deep eyes on you, I was like,
yes.
oh wow. She looks
Yes.
like this hot Italian, like woo, out of the movies. Like
It
it's
was
just the whole happy feeling. I love the happy feeling.
yes, I love that. I love that. And I love like feeling because we're our worst critics, most times, right? We look at ourselves and we look at something, we're like, oh, this cheek is a little more swollen today than this one. We see it, but others don't. We see it, which is crazy. And then we beat ourselves up about it instead of
Yeah.
just going, so I have some facial swelling because I have sinus and allergy problems. They love me.
No
It
big
happens.
deal.
Right.
It's just the gratefulness of having, when you look at people who don't even have good skin or, by God, you know, for some reason they've got burned or for some reason something has
Oh,
happened to
yeah.
them. I have seen even those people happy because of the different businesses and careers I've been in. I did my master's in communication. After that, I didn't want to do a conventional job. I was never a conventional person. I'm sorry to say that. I cannot do a 9 to 5. I cannot do somebody telling me what to do. The airline was amazing. I've had so many different kinds of people. And the most happiest people were confident people in their skin. Doesn't matter what they were wearing, they were just happy. And it was so nice to see them just the way they were. And that's the base, in makeup, what I'm trying to do is with my business and my team, I keep telling them, listen, we are not changing the identity of a person. Let's just make the person a little more better version of themselves and make sure that they're happy at the end of the day. When my clients say, oh, what if I'm not happy? I was like, trust me, if you're not happy, we will make sure that you're happy before you leave the room, to
Mhm.
whatever it takes. The communication is so important in every walk of life. It's so important. When I met you first, I was very sure of, okay, what is she like? How much can I do? Is she okay with this? I was trying to make you comfortable. So
Yep.
in case something went wrong, you would still be comfortable to tell me that,
Yep.
oh, can you adjust this? But by God's grace or my grace or your grace, you've always loved whatever I've done.
Yeah, I've never had any. And so this is the other thing too that I think is important for our listeners and viewers to understand is that when you're sitting in that chair, you can't feel like you can't be honest with the artist because if you're not, just like Abby said, if you're not, she can't do her best work, right? She's assuming certain things that she has the talent for, obviously, but it may or may not work. So it's like, well, if you're not talking. So your best bet is to
Exactly.
communicate. And it's not annoying. You want to know, oh, okay, well, I get T-zone oily, or sometimes this happens, or I have this spot, or in my case, I'm always swollen in the cheek area. That's why I picked on that earlier. So you could see it, but I think that communicating is the best way for you to look your best
Yes.
and allow the artist to work their magic. And also, I want to tell people they need to trust. Okay, you are an expert. You are a subject matter expert. We call them SMEs, right? No, you are. You've
No,
gotten where,
trust is such a vague word now. You know,
yeah.
People don't trust their doctors for that. I am just a makeup artist. People don't even trust their doctors. Like I've seen
Mhm.
people yell and shout at so many of my clients who are doctors, and I talk to them, and they were like, I told him he needs to have this medicine, but he doesn't trust me. So makeup artist is somebody who's going to show you a different version of yourself.
Yeah.
So trust has to be like the primary thing when you book the person. I have people paying me thousands of dollars without even meeting me.
Yep.
You know, they literally pay me thousands of dollars. And then I have the other side, which is very skeptical on everything. But where
Hmm.
we come as a makeup artist, it's not just the art, it is the understanding, and it is making the other person comfortable in
Hmm.
even talking to you.
Hmm.
You know, it's a simple definition, Christiana. A black is different in your head, and black is different in my head.
Right.
I literally can differentiate when I go shopping for black clothes because I love black. I can say
Mhm.
this is a dark black, this is a very intense black, that's a gray black. And everybody goes like, what? I was like, yeah, blacks have different colors. It's not
Yes,
just black.
even blue black. There's a blue black.
Exactly.
Yep.
There is a
Yep.
blue black, there is a red black. You know, the
Yep.
depth of it differs. So the same thing goes in makeup. When girls tell me black or women tell me black, can I get a black smoky? I was like, First question, how much are you used to wearing makeup? Now, if you tell
Hmm.
me you just wear lipstick on an everyday basis, black smoky is not for you.
No.
Unless you're confident that you don't care what anybody says.
Right. Right.
It's just the confidence. Everything boils down to confidence.
That's
I
right.
can walk out barefaced and I don't care.
Right. 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 I've been on a TV set and they've done some interesting things on me because I'm on a TV set and I just
Yeah.
had to trust them, right? I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, well, this is TV. We've got to do whatever we're supposed to do as it relates to TV. So it's a different look than, say, a photo shoot that I'm doing that's for my corporate side and not the fun side. Not that I don't have fun in my corporate job, but when I'm doing stuff for my brand, it's a lot more fun because it's me,
Yeah.
being me. I'm not worrying about regulations. Well, I worry about regs, but you know what I'm saying? I could just
Yeah.
be me. And I used to be one of those corporate executives that thought that I had to be buttoned up all the time. I had to be suited up all the time, not showing my arms. This was just nonsense, like the way I used to think, because that was the way I was raised back in the day. And
Yes.
and now, I show up the way I show up to meetings. It depends on my mood. Now, if in fact I'm meeting with someone that's like very high level and it's a requirement for me to suit up, I will suit up. But I don't suit up very much anymore because it's not a requirement. I've already proven what I can do. It doesn't matter what I'm wearing. I'm still doing the same work.
You know, I'm sure if you don't suit up also, you definitely put a lipstick.
Oh yeah.
You definitely do your hair. You
Yep.
definitely feel the part where you've done something to your face. And then I can get away with just a t-shirt and a jeans. I don't care. You
Yep.
know, that's the whole thing.
Absolutely. Today, because I was meeting with you, I made sure I bought this the last time. Remember, I went shopping before I saw
Yes, you
you,
told
and
me.
I was
Yeah.
coming in with the bags. So
Yeah.
this is one of the blouses I bought in one of the boutiques over there by the Marc Jacobs, the old Marc Jacobs shop over in Fillmore. It's not there anymore, and it's next to that Credo beauty
Credo.
shop.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
You went there as well. Yes.
yes, I had so much fun at Credo, and I've been wearing a lot of their stuff that I bought there because it's all natural, and I really
Yeah.
like that all natural approach. But then, that doesn't mean that I just stick with the all natural stuff. Listen, I like me some, Mac and Kylie and whatever, Natasha, whatever kind of Chanel, Tom Ford. By the
Yes.
way, have you been using that new Tom Ford golden lipstick? Have you seen
Not
it?
yet. Not
I,
yet. I
I,
have my eyes on it, but
I
I've
got
been
it.
busy with my second business. Oh, you did?
I did. I should
And
have I should have brought it so I
did you
could
like it?
flash it. Love it. Love
Okay.
it. Love it. Love it. The picture that I posted up, wait, did I post
A couple of days
this
back.
a couple of days back? Yep,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
lip
yeah.
is the Tom Ford lip.
Ah, see,
Yep.
because of amazing people that I meet like you, and they recommend me stuff. Like I have another VC of a company. She keeps recommending me skincare. You know,
Yep.
Claude Depot has amazing soaps for dry skin, and
Hmm.
I love when you all give me feedback and I literally get those stuff. So it's amazing how I built my makeup kit listening to people what they want and how
Yes.
it makes a difference. And then I see you do it. So I know that it would look good on your skin tone. So it
Yes.
helps me define my work better.
Yes. I just bought Rihanna's it's the blush, but also you can put it on its body as well. It's
Oh
the
yes,
rose gold
the
gold.
yes, 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 yes. I have that. Yes, I have that.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that. And so I used that day as well with that lip. And, and
Nice.
it's okay, right, to mix different products names with to make your look. It doesn't all have
Do
to be.
you do you what makes you look the best version of yourself? You love yourself in the mirror. That's it. It doesn't matter who says what. Does
Yes,
not.
I love that. This is such an important lesson because like what on my podcast, we always try. The only thing I said to you was, remember, I was like, it's free form, not scripted.
Yep.
We need to always show the people that we're the same in some capacity, which I think we showed these these viewers.
Absolutely. I literally start all my consultations. I have a very personal approach to my consultations when they are my brides. I do Zoom calls, I meet with them for coffee. But one thing I keep telling them is whatever I do on you, till you don't smile and till you don't feel confident, you can wear an outfit worth $20,000. It will not look good.
No,
You need to smile. You need to own up to the fact that you're wearing something so pretty. Let the money be. You have to own up to the fact that today is your day.
that's right.
Every day is your day.
Mhm.
You make it or you break it.
That's right.
And if, people have such a vague idea of makeup, what they don't understand is it's not just, what you see out there. It's not just doing that red big lip and, black dark eyes and what you see on social media. That's not real.
No, no,
That's
that's
not
not
real.
everyday life. No.
No. You do artistic stuff, that's different. It's like you said, TV is different, film is different. What we did on fashion shows was different. I've worked with like 200, 300 supermodels, Miss Indias. I have worked with all of them. It's all different.
Right.
Then how can you relate every day to be the same? You need to start appreciating your skin. You need to start appreciating the fact that you are healthy and you can flaunt it.
Yep. Yeah.
It's
And
so
feel
important.
good and just feel good,
Yes,
right? That's the whole thing. That's what you're trying to do at the end of the day, is to feel good. When you look in the mirror, you feel
absolutely.
good. You don't look in the mirror and go, "Oh, look, I can see this and I can see that." No, no, no. Stop the negativity. Let's be positive in 2023 and really love ourselves.
That's why my second venture, I was telling you about the ageless box.
Yes,
Finally, this whole month I worked on the website and I'm going to send it to you for you
I'm
to review
excited.
it.
Yes.
Yes. And it's just explaining people your skin is not 10,000 products. It is also what you eat, what you drink, how you keep your skin healthy, how you use sunscreen. I literally still have people telling me now, I use sunscreen once in a week. I'm like, you cannot tell me you want flawless skin if you don't use sunscreen.
Yeah. Once a week. What's once a
Once a
week?
week. I don't have no idea. I was like, you don't wash your face for a week then? She's like, no, I don't think it's needed. I think that's mic drop, not saying a word. Like,
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
the ageless box is creating awareness, showing you that you need 3 products, maybe not 10,000 products to make your skin look better. But having that hot water, having the Chinese tea, having, fruits in the day is so important. You
Yes, the
know, all of
fiber,
that.
exercise, mindful activities. I mean, it's
Absolutely.
whole body. My skin, because you even said to me when I came out from August to November, when I saw you in
Oh,
November, you said my skin, yeah. And you know why? It was because I started the gut biome stuff.
cleansing.
Remember? I started
Oh,
doing all of that
yes.
stuff. I was taking certain kinds of supplements based on the findings from my gut health. And it wasn't like, oh, well, I'm a clinical researcher. Let me look this stuff up and figure it out. No, no. I actually had the testing done. I had the analysis, the GI mapping, and then it was like, okay, now we know all these things are happening. These are the supplements you need. It's very similar to what you're saying with your Bach, is
Yep.
that you've got to do everything hand in hand with one another. It's like a yellow brick road. You're not going to get to the end, to the castle,
Nope.
if you don't do all these things on the way. And that's eating
Nope.
right and taking care of yourself. That's what's most important.
Absolutely. Like a simple thing that people literally anywhere in the world. It's not India, it's not America, it's not Europe. The first thing in the morning when you have gases build up,
Yep.
you cannot put in any caffeine. You cannot put in coffee. You cannot put in caffeine because you're increasing the gaseousness in your gut. It is
Yes.
so important that people, you know, I'm surprised people undermine hot water or warm water so much. And
Yes.
then you see Koreans and you see Asians and you see, these people who are
Persians.
having, they're having hot water with every meal.
Yep.
There is a reason, my friends.
Yep. Ginger tea when it's really
Yes,
hot water with ginger, a little bit of
everybody
lemon.
wants glass skin, but what they're
Yes.
not understanding, glass skin is a process of keeping your skin continuously clean, keeping your gut clean. It's not using a Tom Ford foundation. It's not
Yep.
using a Huda foundation.
Yep.
It's not that.
Nope. That's absolutely right. It's removing the toxins from your everyday life. If you're full of toxins, nothing is going to look good on you. I
Nope.
mean, you're not going to feel well. You're going to wonder why you're so aggravated all the time. Your hair falls out. All kinds of things happen when you don't take care of your body. So, of course, your skin is going to suffer. So, you're absolutely right. It's important to make sure that you do everything in connection to one another, like it's a partnership. Otherwise, you're not going to be
Exactly.
successful.
And that's what the ageless box is all about. It's absolutely a subscription base that you can subscribe to a single product. It doesn't have to be you have to subscribe to the whole box. From the box, you can subscribe to a single product. You get your own personalized, Ayurveda gut cleansing, what needs to be done to get that glowing skin. And I've been
Mhm.
doing this. I think I've done it over more than 1,000 brides of mine in the past, 8, 9 years. And everybody till date is amazed at how much difference did that hot water make to them,
Mhm.
and they love it, and their skin is glowing. It's
Oh,
not that I don't
yeah.
want them to do makeup, but I want them to be happy when they wake up without makeup. Oh,
That's
I like
right.
that.
Yeah, you better write it down.
I know. But your skin has become fabulous. I mean, last time when I touched your skin, it was, oh my, I was like, wow. I was like, this skin is so good. It's something that we crave for as makeup artists, to get that good skin that, oh, okay, I don't need to put so much makeup now. Her skin
Yes.
is so fabulous.
Yes. Well, it's a lot of the stuff that I do, every day with eating, certain eating habits, exercise, supplements I take. But I also get, facials regularly,
Yes.
and I get dermablading and microblading because I want to make sure I get rid of the dry skin so it's not stacking, on my
Yes.
skin. So when I come to see you, it's fully, it's soft, it's like really nice
So
and
amazing. It's so amazing. Like it's a pleasure to work. It's like getting a clean canvas,
oh,
you
thank
know.
you so much. Well, see, that's another little tip for your viewers and your potential clients coming in, is to think about this stuff. And you're a resident expert. You're happy to talk to people and answer questions. It's not like
Absolutely.
you're like, oh no, it's not like you're a doctor who's like, well, I'm not getting paid. I can't answer your question. So no, you're not like
You
that.
know, I have been reading a very nice book, and one thing that it emphasizes is it's called the nuclear effect. It is sales and marketing thing, and it says one thing that's going or diminishing is the humane touch. Everything is
Hmm.
becoming so mechanical. Everything is becoming so AI that people are craving the human. Yes, people are craving the human touch, and that is where I come into picture. Where since the first day, I've been very clear. You have a problem, you call me. My manager lets them know that if you want to discuss anything, Abby is more than happy to discuss it with you. This is her number. Please call her. And I love explaining people. I love making them understand what things are. It's not just, okay, hi, we cannot answer more than this until you book. It doesn't work like that. It's a people's business. It is still
Hmm.
people interacting with people. It's weddings, it's anniversaries, it's birthdays, it's, just a happy occasion. So that humane factor is so important, where you speak about communicating, about answering questions. Why not? I don't understand people when they go like, oh no, you just need to email us. No. At the end of the day,
No.
you will meet her, you will touch her face, you will be in front of her, you
Right.
know.
Right.
So
I agree with you wholeheartedly. Well, it's that time
ah
for us to wrap
yes.
up. We could talk forever. I really appreciate you taking time out of your very, very busy schedule. You're already booked into 2025. So I really, really appreciate you coming
I
on today.
always have time to talk, share, and especially for successful, amazing friends like you.
Oh, well, thank you so much. Every time I'm in your chair, I love just sitting there, just talking about
I
what's
love
going on.
talking to you. I
It's,
love understanding the part of the world that I am not aware of, like AI, and so much knowledge you have to share with me. While I
oh,
share my makeup and my skincare tips, you share,
yes,
your. It's just amazing. I
it's
love this interaction.
it's so much fun. And that's why we mesh. I'm not just a client of yours and you're a colleague
Yep,
of mine. We're friends and we know that if something happens, we can count on each other to support each other as women entrepreneurs in
absolutely.
business. Well, thank you again for being on today. And as we always say, remember, we are the same. I am Christina DiArcangelo. Thank you for joining us today.